Now I give the floor to the representative of Algeria.
شكرا سيد الرئيس.
Thank you, Mr. President. We've listened carefully to the briefing submitted by the public prosecutor of ICC, and we took note of his 29th report regarding progress achieved since November 2024 in relation with the situation in Libya. We welcome the participation of the permanent representative of Libya and the permanent representative of Italy in our meeting today. We meet today, and our eyes follow with great concern the situation in Libya, following the renewal of armed clashes in Tripoli and the resulting loss of lives and wasting of assets and resources of this brotherly country. From this council, we renew our genuine call to all our brothers in Libya, our call to the need to go and choose dialogue as the only option to settle differences and to show a high level of national responsibility, prioritizing the best interest of the Libyan people. We reiterate that Libya today, more than ever before, needs to reunify all its people away from the logic of division and to push forward a political path under the auspices of the UN to achieve the long-awaited solution. Mr. President, achieving justice in Libya, and this is also true to any place, any country in the world, continues to be a legitimate national demand and an inherent right that is non-negotiable, and is not a fleeting desire or a circumstantial situation imposed by temporary external considerations. It is an inevitable step towards laying the foundation of the rule of law and the state of institutions to consolidate the principle of accountability and equality among citizens, to preserve the dignity of individuals and prevent violations that affect the society, affect all its components and all its affiliations. Based on this conviction, we believe and we see that the jurisdiction of ICC regarding the situation in Libya should be undertaken and practiced in line with the principle of complementarity with the national judicial authorities, not to exclude these authorities or replace them. Because achieving justice inside the Libyan territories is part of the sovereign and legal jurisdiction of Libya. This requires focusing the efforts on enhancing collaboration and coordination between the Libyan judicial authorities that have the inherent jurisdiction and between ICC to ensure investigation in all crimes and violations and secure fair and transparent trials of the defendants. In this context, we welcome the positive collaboration demonstrated by the Libyan authorities in their interaction with ICC. This was confirmed by the prosecutor in his recent report. My country calls for accelerating the pace of the ongoing investigations in the cases before the court regarding the situation in Libya in order to complete them, close them in the earliest delay possible. In parallel with that, Algeria reiterates the need for the international community, and primarily UNSMIL, that the international community and UNSMIL primarily should shoulder responsibility in supporting the justice sector in Libya by intensifying training programs, transfer of knowledge and expertise to allow this sector to fulfill its duties effectively as the original and inherent mandate holder. and competent party. Mr. President, achieving justice and strengthening the judicial authority in Libya cannot happen in a vacuum and cannot be imposed by external dictates or policies of incentives or intimidation. It is an objective that can only be achieved by providing the necessary objective conditions for it, primarily political stability, security, and social welfare. These are all missing from the current Libyan landscape, despite the fact that the country has all the resources for development and economic growth. This is due to the ongoing division and the conflict that is fueled by severe polarization and negative external interferences, further exacerbated by the foreign military presence on the Libyan territories that obstruct all tracks for political settlements of the Libyan crisis. As such, Libya recalls us all as an international community and reminds us of our duty to accompany Libya out of the cycle of violence. And this starts with the immediate and unconditional withdrawal of all foreign forces, foreign fighters and mercenaries, and to allow Libyans to determine their own fate and manage their own affairs free of the regional tensions and the conflict of power and interest. Libya is not a wrestling arena. It is a prominent country with roots that run deep in history and has all the assets and the resources to allow it, should there be conditions for peace and security, it allow Libya to become a factor of stability and balance not only in northern Africa but in the Mediterranean basin and the African continent as a whole. Mr. President, justice is a noble human principle that is not bound by time or place. Accordingly, my country renews the call for the ICC and the prosecutor to call and to continue their extensive efforts to investigate in crimes that were committed and are still being committed against the Palestinian people in the Gaza Strip, particularly in the Gaza Strip, including the policy of unjust siege and starvation imposed by the occupation authorities and killed thousands of innocent people before the eyes and the ears of the world as a whole. Yes, the time has come to prove that justice and the respect of international law are not a sword that is held against the weak only, but are eternal principles that do not exclude the powerful, nor do they favor the rich or show leniency to the complicit. This is the real justice that we all should aspire for as an international community. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Algeria for his statement.